That pitch high, a ball. One of your brothers in the secondary, Andrew Baugh, was the winning pitcher the other night on Wednesday night.
Great athlete, that's for sure. Playing both.
That ball fouled down the right side, out of play. And I would have to think with 3 of the 4 starters in that secondary from your state championship team last fall, you, Ryan Henry, and Don Brown graduating, that ball would slide into one of those spots.
Oh yeah, for sure. He's an even when he got in at the end of our games, he would come in there. And he had like 3 picks or something like that. So
as the 5th defensive back,
as a guy
that was getting time late in the game.
And it's not like the interceptions where like they were just thrown to him. He had to actually go out there, range the field, and he got under his.
No, I don't recall him getting any cheap ones.
No,
I think it wasn't like he was back fielding, fielding
right.
bombs. He was going and getting them. Yeah, you're right. That ball lifted into right center. Right fielder has a bead on it and can't find the softball. Ricochets off the glove and everybody's safe. That'll be an E9. Jen couldn't find it in the sun, and all hands are safe. The bases are loaded. Nobody out.
The left fielder, number 17, Kate Curtis.
Here's Kate Curtis hitting .533, 8 out of 15. Yeah, the walk-up songs have kind of died out around here in the last couple years.
Right. Yeah, I haven't heard walk-up songs in a long time around here, so glad to see them come back.
Curtis sharply hit to the shortstop. She comes to the plate, and a good throw on the force out. Gets the out. They get the lead runner. That's a nice play by the shortstop, Sophie Weber. So Carr is out 6-2 at home plate for the first out. Everybody moves up a base, and Curtis is aboard via the fielder's choice. Here's Sophie Carr hitting .316, 6 out of 19. She and her twin sister, Abby Carr, will be playing at St. Xavier in Chicago. Playing softball next year. Nice Red Hot Chili Peppers walk-up music. This is a little before your time,
right,
but back the 2016 baseball team that won state, there was a guy on that team named Tyler Lucas who played first base. He was a senior. And you may not know the song, but his walk-up music was the opening to Careless Whisper by Wham.
Oh, I know that song.
And it was epic.
Oh, my God, that's hilarious.
He used that all year, and it was well done.
That's awesome.
The 0-1 to Carr. Bases loaded. That pitch at the knees. And it's 3-0. Pitch away from walking in a run is Hamblin. And then Robbie Strader, Mrs. Strader's son, he was the third baseman on that team. He used the, I guess it's the theme from the Death Star, the Star Wars music.
Yeah.
That was his walk-up.
Wow.
The Darth Vader entrance music. Ground ball through the hole into left field, a base hit. That'll send one in. Here comes the other runner from second, and the throw gets away. And the runners move up a base on that throw. So 2 runs in on the Sophie Carr single. Holock scores. Leister scored from second.
Number 10, Danny Gebhardt.
And Curtis advances to third on that throw. Sophie Carr to second. Here's Gebhardt, the 9th hitter in the inning. Still 1 away. 5 runs are in. 5 runs are in. And there's still just 1 out in the inning. That pitch out and away, a ball. $5-0 to score. Runners at second and third. First base is open. Chloe Parks, the top of the lineup, is waiting on deck. Pitch. Taking a strike right at the letters. Our home plate umpire is a little late with the indication as to whether or not it's a ball or strike. So you have to wait kind of a beat there to see what he says. One pitch. That's grounded to short. Looks the runner back. The throw to first gets away from the first baseman. A run will score. And Carr checks up. Sophie Carr checks up at third. That'll be an error on the shortstop on the throw. So Gebhardt's aboard via the error. Curtis is in for the 6th run in the inning. And runners at Gebhardt advanced to second. So second and third. 1 out in the inning, 6 runs are in. Parks is back up for the 2nd time in this inning. She doubled to lead off this bottom of the 1st. Pitch. Foul just wide of the bag down at first base. First base coach Maria Petit inexplicably tried to field that with her foot. I'm not really sure what she had in mind down there.
Would have been a bruised ankle is what she had in mind.
Yeah, would have been, yeah. So thankfully it hopped over her foot and did not make contact. You're absolutely right. So Parks back in the batter's box. Oh, 0-1 the count. And that's lifted into right center field, going back, and it is one hop the fence. One hop the fence in right center field. Parks is heading into third. She'll have a stand-up triple. That's her 3rd triple of the season. That brings 2 more in. So Parks' 2nd extra base hit of the inning. And now it's 8-0 with still 1 away here in the inning.
Number 18, Abby Tiller.
And here's Abby Tiller. She got the scoring started with a 2-run homer to left center for her 1st home run of the season. Chloe Parks down at 3rd base. That pitch in tight. A ball. And that pitch gets away, but the runner will stay down at 3rd.
So is it ever each week?
8-0 our score here in the bottom of the 1st. 2 outs. I think there's just 1 out in the inning, I believe. Isn't
1
there?
out, yep.
Yeah, 1 out. Yeah, I was looking at the balls on the scoreboard. 3-0 count. Cash waits on deck. Pitch inside, a ball, and Tiller's aboard for the walk. That's the 2nd walk of the inning. Here's
Number
Cash.
12, Kaylin Cash.
She was hit by a pitch her first time up. And I think we've got our cameras up and running now. Thanks to the hustle of our supervising producer, Justin Brown. I think we're ready to roll on the camera side. Glad you've hung with us on that. That goes back to the screen. Runners stay put. Actually, take that back. The wild pitch, Tiller went down to 2nd. Beg your pardon. So 2nd and 3rd, 1 out. 8-0 our score here in the bottom of the 1st. Pitch. Cash lifts this one high in the air, down the left field side, twisting foul, and the left fielder gives chase but runs out of room in the left field corner. Well, this is the 2nd of 2 broadcasts we've had for you this week. We had the boys lacrosse game on Tuesday night.
I believe their senior night's going on right now as well.
It is. Pitch high, a ball. interesting. I had not seen them play yet this year, and that was an interesting watch. I know a guy that you played a little youth basketball with growing up, Luke Aller, has jumped in.
Oh, yeah.
And he's not bad. I think it's his first year playing.
Yep. He I know, played in grade school, but.
Okay. That's single into center field. That'll bring another run home. Cash behind the play will move up on the throw. So Cash drives in a run. It's 9-0. Tiller stays at third.
Running at second base, number 2.
Blackwell's back in a courtesy run for the second time this inning for Cash.
Number 13.
Here's Abby Carr. Still 1 out in the inning. The amazing thing, though, Ryan, with that lacrosse is just the difference between the girls' game and the boys' game.
Right.
It's I mean, it's you think about 7th double of the season. Tiller holds it, or Blackwell rather holds it third. Abby Carr's got her 7th double of the year. Another runs in. It's 10-0.
That's a great shot right down the left or the third base line.
So Abby Carr now tied for the team lead in doubles with Keegan Rothrock. And here's Holock, who singled in a run her first time up. Yeah, you think about sports here on this campus that, golf, tennis, volleyball, basketball, rules are the same.
Right.
Boys and girls, but it's a completely different game.
Right. I haven't gotten to check out a girls volleyball game in person yet, but from what I've heard, they're having a pretty good season from what I've heard so far, especially being on, maybe their third season?
What's that?
Their
lacrosse?
Girls lacrosse.
Yeah, they fare well when they play other programs that are just kind of getting going.
Right.
There's a significant divide between the programs that are 2-3 years in and the programs on the north side that have been playing for 10, 12 years. That ball by the second baseman into right center field, a base hit. Blackwell is in, and it's 11-0. Carr goes to third. But the girls lacrosse, here's Leister. She reached via error in her first time up here. Girls lacrosse, they play with 12 on the field. There's virtually no padding. It's not physical at all. There's virtually no contact.
Really?
They wear similar to what the softball pitchers wear, something to protect their dead ball call. The ball got out of the she left early. Okay. So Sophie Carr left early from third base, so that's an out. Or Abby Carr, rather. So she left early. I don't know how you score that.
Not either.
3U. Okay. 5U. 5 unassisted. So 5-5-5. So Abby Carr is out at third for leaving early. And we've got a courtesy runner down at first base for a pinch runner or courtesy runner for Holock. That's Lauren Marsacek, the sophomore down at first base. So 2 outs in the inning. 11 runs are in. Holock lifts this one high into right field. Jen's standing underneath it, and she secures it for the final out of the inning. So that'll do it in the inning, but in the inning, Roncalli sends 15 to the plate. Plate's 11. We'll count the hits up during the break. 11-0 the score after 1. We head to the second inning next after this 30-second pause on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Every day we go farther, try harder, and do things others think are impossible. But for people who are passionate about what they do, it's normal. At Ortho Indy, we make sure of it. As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana and the official orthopedic provider for the Pacers, our specialists work to treat your injury from diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game, because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like.
Joint spine and muscle care to patients throughout the Midwest, the United States, and around the world. From diagnosis through recovery, their team is ready to get you back in the action. Choose Ortho Indy to be your official orthopedic provider. We move to the second inning. Roncalli in that bottom of the first, plated 11 on 8 hits, 3 Brebeuf errors, and 1 runner left. Due up for Brebeuf.
Maya Davis.
Hitters 5, 6, 7. Davis, Hamlin, and Jen. Maya Davis leads it off. She's hitting from the left side. Davis hits from the left side. Pitch outside, a ball. Davis on the season hitting .273, 6 out of 22. Cash, a long look in. And too long as Davis calls time, steps out. We've got baseball scheduled next week for you, Tuesday night. That pitch outside, a ball. Baseball team taking on Guerin Catholic at home next Tuesday night. And the baseball team just one win away from clinching what would be its third Circle City Conference championship. 7-0 in the league currently with a 2-game lead, 3 games to go. That pitch taking a strike, and it's 2-1. Yeah, we talked earlier, Ryan, about the baseball team and Andrew Ball, the winning pitcher on Wednesday night. Another one of your couple former football teammates on that squad. Cole Beckman is having an unbelievable year at the plate.
Oh my gosh, unbelievable
That
year.
ball looped into right field, a base hit. First hit of the afternoon for Brebeuf. Solid single by Maya Davis. So leadoff hit for Davis. Here's Emma Hamlin, the pitcher, the freshman hitting .150.
Number 11, Emma Hamlin.
But yeah, like you said, especially when he's been gone for a few games, and it's been pretty obvious, and we missed him. So his output from the plate this year is absolutely stellar.
He has been, he's been squaring the ball up, hitting close to 400s on the year. Pitch taken low, ball. 11-0 the score. Roncalli on top in Brebeuf Jesuit. Marion County tournament action. Round 2 and 3 continue tomorrow for tonight's winners at Ben Davis. That ball knuckled foul over the Brebeuf dugout, out of play. And the baseball team with that 13-5 record, doing it with only one senior in that group is committed to play college baseball next year. That's Don Brown at UIndy.
Yep. Yeah, that's a.
And Dom's catching, which he's playing a position this year that he's probably not going to play in college.
Right.
They're more likely going to convert him to a third base or a corner outfielder guy. But you've spent a lot of time with Dom, being a teammate in the secondary with him, and he's the type of guy, that UIndy off the grid for a year and then appearing out of the weight room 12 months later, jacked up at third base,
Right.
ready to roll.
Yep, I can definitely see that happening.
Full count. Rolled on the ground to short. Abby Card gets the force at second. Parks turns the double play. 6-4-3 on the double play. Well done. Abby Carr to Parks. On to first base and Sophie Carr. So the double play. 2 outs in the inning.
The right fielder, number 6, Lily Jen.
Lily Jen. That's just her 7th at bat of the season. She's 3 out of 6 is Jen. The freshman. Takes that pitch on the inside corner, a strike. It's a very young Brebeuf team. Going through the list, they've got multiple freshmen in the lineup today. That pitch inside, a ball. Not sure if our crowd mic is picking up Cash, but every time she delivers a pitch, she's letting a yell out.
Putting everything into it.
That pitch on the outside corner, a strike. Kind of a similar feeling you get when you watch Wimbledon, Ryan.
Oh, yeah.
Kind of a similar for those that watch tennis.
Serena Williams.
Yep. Swing and a miss. Jen out front and strikes out. Second strikeout of the game for Cash. That ends the inning. In the inning, Brebeuf gets a hit, but the runner erased via the double play. We head to the bottom of the second. Roncalli leads 11-0. We're back after this. In 30 seconds on the Ascension St. Vincent, Roncalli Media Network.
Every day we go farther.
We move to the bottom of the second inning, this Marion County tournament, softball action. Roncalli leading Brebeuf Jesuit 11-0. Roncalli's won this tournament 4 times, most recently in 2018. Certainly on paper you would presume that Roncalli would be the favorite. Certainly they're the highest ranked team in this group of 16, but we talked before the broadcast tonight, Ryan, there's some, assuming that Roncalli is able to come away with a win here. You've got Decatur Central and Franklin Central looming tomorrow, and those are both teams ranked in the top 15 in the state. So
the Marion County is
the competition steps up tomorrow
right.
for sure.
Leading off your Royals, number 17, Kate Curtis.
Here's Kate Curtis. She reached via fielder's choice and scored in the first inning. Hits from the right side. 9 seniors in the starting lineup tonight for Roncalli, senior night. This doubles as a Circle City Conference game as well. It's the only time Roncalli and Brebeuf will play. Roncalli's 4-0 so far this year in Circle City Conference play, moving to 4-0 after that win last night, the big win at Guerin. In the history of the Circle City Conference, Roncalli softball is 21-0, has never lost.
Oh my gosh. Well,
never lost.
That's something you'd like to keep up.
And certainly that Guerin Catholic team, they have all the makings to make a deep run in the 3A tournament. Ranked number 3 in the state, coming out of the north. Especially when you consider that Edgewood, who is ranked number 1 in 3A, they come out of the south, so they would not see Edgewood until the finals. Roncalli will play a doubleheader at Edgewood next weekend, next Saturday. Top-ranked team in 3A. Curtis lifts this one into right field, and Jen makes a running catch for the out, 1 away. Here's Sophie Carr. Singled in 2 in the first inning.
By the plate, number 20, Sophie Carr.
And as we've heard the seniors go through their walk-up songs, I'm going to rank this number 2. The Chili Pepper song is 2.
Would you have it number 1?
The Outcast is number 1. Was that Tiller? With
I think that was Tiller, yep.
Yeah, The Outcast is number 1. My unofficial rankings.
No wonder she took it yard then.
Of the walk. Yeah, there you go. There you go. There's a connection there. First pitch away, a ball. Pitch taken right down the heart of the plate for a strike. Well, we mentioned that the second and third round of the softball county tournament will be tomorrow in the west side at Ben Davis. If you're looking for baseball action, we'll have it on campus here tomorrow. Presuming Roncalli is able to get by Brebeuf tonight. They beat him, and Aaron Kroll's team beat Brebeuf 2 out of 2 in the conference matchups a couple weeks ago. Roncalli would play here on campus tomorrow morning at 10 o'clock. Girls play at 10 also tomorrow, but the Roncalli baseball game would be here at 10 against the winner of tonight's Park Tudor Speedway game. That pitch taken inside a strike. And then the second baseball game here tomorrow will be at 2 o'clock. There's a host of schools that could feed in. They basically got a game here at 10 and a game at Southport at 10 for baseball tomorrow. Then the winners circle back here at 2.
All right.
And the weather tomorrow looks very good to get everything in. And so if all things hold up, by the end of tomorrow afternoon, you'll have 2 teams left in softball, 2 teams left in baseball for the county titles. Baseball's open-ended, though. I think they negotiate what day that's played. Whereas we know definitively the softball finals Monday night at Ben Davis, if things stay on schedule. Sophie Carr knuckles that one back foul. And I believe they still play the baseball. They play it as a city-county final doubleheader at Victory Field. At least that's what they've done in the past.
Oh, yeah.
I think that's still the plan for this year. It's a date TBA. I think they have to work that out with the Indians and everything else. And the Indians are back on schedule. I think they're home openers tonight, I believe. I know they started, minor league baseball started on Tuesday. Two count rather to Sophie Carr. Ball knuckled over the shortstop's head, but she makes a nice play to recover, makes a running catch at the edge of the outfield grass for the second out of the inning. Here's Gebhardt. She reached and scored via error.
Number 10.
Number 9 hitter.
Kenny Gebhardt.
Speaking of minor league baseball, for those of you who recall Roncalli's Mr. Baseball, Nick Schnell, he is beginning his minor league season in Charleston, South Carolina. Ball lifted straight up in the air in the infield in fair territory. That's a fair ball. The catcher and the pitcher collide, and it falls between them. So that's an error. I'm not sure where you charge that.
I'll take the pitcher?
Pitcher, I would imagine. So Gebhardt's aboard via the error on the pop-up. And with 2 outs, and here's Parks.
Number 16, Chloe Parks.
So Nick Schnell, nobody touched it. That ball is lifted into left center field, and it drops in front of the left fielder. That's a bloop base hit for Parks. She's got 3 hits and a home run away from the cycle.
I was just
and
thinking
we're just
the same
in the
thing.
second inning. So first and second, 2 outs.
18,
Here's Abby Tiller. So to finish the thought on Nick Schnell, he's beginning, he's still in the Rays organization, the former first-round pick. He's in Charleston, South Carolina, playing with the Charleston River Dogs. Batting second, playing center field. And off to a pretty good start. The River Dogs are off to a 3-0 start. Schnell's, that's low A, 1A. Lined into center field and caught. Nice play by the center fielder, Nanangus, to end the inning. So we'll pick up on the Nick Schnell talk. In the inning, Roncalli gets a hit. There was a Brebeuf error. 2 runners stranded, no runs for the Royals. We're through 2 when we return. Ryan Papandrea's got the call on the 3rd on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
At Glander Rochford Orthodontic.
We move to the 3rd inning of this Marion County tournament. Roncalli and Brebeuf, 11-0 the score. Roncalli leads. Head to the top of the 3rd. Hitters 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Braves. And with the call, here's Ryan.
All right. To lead off this inning, Ryan Durham, batting 8th, the left fielder.
Leading off for the left fielder, number 2, Ryan Durham.
Sophia Mohan, the second baseman, is on deck to lead off the inning.
Well, we continue with finish the thought on Nick Schnell. So Nick Schnell playing center field for the Charleston River Dogs, batting second and playing center field. He had 2 hits in the opening game and then homered and had an infield hit in game number 2.
High pitch, call ball.
And I know the River Dogs won on Cinco de Mayo, and they had jerseys that I don't know. Are you Spanish? Are you fluent in Spanish?
Oh, I can speak a little bit.
Okay.
Not too much.
Whatever River Dogs is in Spanish, that's what it said on their
Oh
jerseys
my goodness.
on Thursday.
I do not know what River Dogs is in Spanish.
Or actually, it would have been Wednesday.
Chopped first, and that is an easy force out by Sophie Carr.
The second baseman, number 38, Sophia Mohan.
Second baseman, Sophia Mohan, up to bat. Senior.
So there was a consolidation during the offseason. The minor leagues consolidated, so now every big league team has just 4 minor league teams, low A, high A, double, and triple. And Schnell at the low A Charleston team.
Pitch is low, 1-0.
And I think the presumption is that we were just talking during the break, he's one of the top 20 prospects in the 30 prospects in the Rays organization. I think the expectation is.
And another ball, 2-0.
The expectation is at some point in the season he'll move up to high A, which is in Bowling Green, Kentucky, which is where he ended the 2019 season. He played the last couple weeks there.
And a swing and a miss for strike number 1. In the order.
I know a lot of people here locally would hope that Nick gets called up to Bowling Green sooner rather than later, because that Midwest League,
Right.
there's a lot of places.
Swing and a miss again, 2-2.
There's a lot of places in that Midwest League where people could get over to see him because
Right.
they go to Dayton, Fort Wayne.
Much closer to home for sure.
A lot of places, yeah, and you can drive to Bowling Green in 3 hours from
Right.
here. A lot of places to get to see him play. A little bit more of a chore to get to South Carolina.
And a swing and a miss. Swinging strike number 3. That is the second out of the inning.
Back at the top of the order, number 1.
Third strikeout for Cash.
All right. Center fielder, number 1, Jill Nanagas.
Baseball has been pushed back to a 7 o'clock start. We've just been notified. They can give some time to let the field dry out down there. They've got
Right.
lights,
Yeah,
so
they
they
got
can wait
lights.
it out.
Popped up, and catch is made at shortstop. Number 13, Abby Carr, for the third out of the inning. No score. Brebeuf Roncalli holds at 11-0, bottom of the third.
And we'll take a break and come back in 30 seconds on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Throughout Chick-fil-A's history, the company.
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
Ryan Papandrea back with you at Roncalli High School. 11-0. Roncalli leads. Bottom of the third inning here in this Marion County tournament. A great crew with us tonight on the video side. Ashley Geyer's our director tonight. Lauren Boone handling the graphics. Daniel O'Connor and Ezekiel Fox on the cameras. And Nathan Lyles, our production assistant. Justin Brown, our supervising producer. Back with the play-by-play in the bottom of the third. Here's Ryan.
Number 12, Kaylin Cash, your pitcher for the Lady Royals. She will be leading off this bottom of the third. She is she's got a double. She got a double in the first inning, and she was hit by the pitch so far. So 1-2.
Number 12, Kaylin Cash.
1-1, excuse me. Pitcher looks, swung to the shortstop, and she's safe. Past the first baseman, but Cash will stay at first for base hit.
So Cash is aboard for the third time, and you would presume, Ryan, that we'd see a courtesy runner here.
Right. Like we have.
Plate number 13.
I
Abby
think maybe
Carr.
just let her stay in
just
and
letting her
run.
stay.
Yep.
Swing and a miss. Strike one for Abby Carr.
That was a nice
Clean up hitter.
that was a nice pitch
That was a nice pitch
by
off speed.
Hamlin.
Here's the pitch. Swung on and right to the gap, right to the grounded to the left fielder. And that'll advance the bases to a first single for Abby Carr.
She's got 2 hits in the
Yep.
game.
2 hits so far.
Double and a single.
Number 15.
Number 15, Gracie
Gracie
Holock
Holock.
for third batter in the lineup for this bottom of the third.
We may have a pitching change here. The
Yep.
Brian Hamblin, the father of the pitcher, Emma Hamblin, is our Brebeuf manager out to have a chat with his pitcher. Brebeuf has only used 2 pitchers this season in 8 games. So you presume the freshman Ava Esteb is the only other option.
Looks like they're keeping her out there.
Yep. It's the first time I think this year we've done a softball game, Ryan, where you've seen the pitcher, the manager, has the wristband with the pitch with the grid on it that the pitcher has as
Right,
well.
yeah. I haven't seen.
I've not seen the manager wear it. You see the
Right,
catcher wear
right,
it
yep.
and the pitcher.
First pitch inside for ball 1.
Holock's 2 for 2 standing in.
2 singles. Hamblin looks at a wristband. And the offering. And high inside and for ball number 2.
Did you guys as defensive players in the secondary wear wristbands? You guys didn't wear those,
We did
you?
not wear wristbands.
Okay.
No, we got all our calls from the sideline.
Do any of the defensive players wear wristbands? Is that something you see in football?
No, that's more like, I feel like a middle linebacker as right down the middle for strike number 1. I feel like that's more of like a quarterback or like a middle linebacker thing if you're going to use a wristband. But
Yeah.
I would say that this year, no, we used more like we just used hand signals and signaled in from the sideline.
Calls from the sideline.
Yep. Way outside for ball number 3, 3-1.
Now, were those signals coming from Coach Rodenberg, the defensive coordinator, or were they coming from somewhere
They were
else?
come from Brian Lauk.
Okay.
Coach Brian Lauk. Yep.
So he would get the calls from.
Or you
Coach
know what?
Rodenberg.
Actually, no. Never mind. It was Coach Rodenberg, and then Burton called the offense.
Right.
Holock
Holock works the
Holock
walk.
has walked. Yep.
Bases loaded, nobody out here in this bottom of the third.
Number 8. Caroline.
Number 8, Caroline Leister, the third baseman, is up with bases loaded.
Okay, Leicester's walk-up song of Grills
Maybe number 3.
might be number 3. I haven't heard that song
Outside
in a long
pitch.
time.
Ball number 1.
Paul Wall, I believe, is the artist on that.
Yep. I think so.
I've got a little bit more up my sleeve
Right,
than
yep.
you know, Ryan. Grills, oh my. That's going to be stuck in my head the rest of the evening.
Swung on and chopped for a foul ball out of play. 1-1. She is 0 for 1 so far with fly out in first inning, second inning.
Yep.
First
Reached
inning. First inning.
via error. Yep.
Yep.
Ended it. She made the last
She reached
out.
via
Yeah.
error.
Reached via error. That does not count. Infield is in. Bases loaded.
No outs. Here's the pitch, and it is low and inside. Good stop by the catcher, and everyone will stay put. Here's the pitch. Good shot right to the, and it is caught. Diving catch for the center fielder. Nice catch by the center fielder. Fly out for out number 1.
That was a nice catch
Yeah, that was a nice catch. Kind of slid a little bit on the grass, but made the play.
Yeah, and Anangas made that catch, as you said, kind of slid and caught it at waist level. Popped right back up and got it back in the infield. So nice play for the first out.
Kept everyone in the infield put, still bases loaded with Kate Curtis up to bat, left fielder. She is 0 for 1. She reached, is that 0 for 1? She
Yep,
reached
fielder's choice in the
fielder's
first,
choice, and
scored.
then fly out and right down the center field gap, and that will bring in Cash. Nice single for Kate Curtis.
So that hit by Curtis is the 12th Roncalli hit in the ball game, and it's now 12-0.
That will advance everybody and keep bases loaded. Sophie Carr is now up, with bases loaded, and she is 1 for 2. With a double in the first. Pitch, and the ball looked like I'm on a little bit high. Here's the pitch. That one is low. Just sneaks past the catcher, but she retrieves it with no harm done. That is ball number 2. 2-0.
Well, looking like, look down the left field corner of the Roncalli bullpen. Leister is getting loose.
Yep.
We may see her pitch here in the fourth. She's one of 2. She's the other senior who has pitched so far this year. Made a couple of appearances, 2 to be exact.
Ooh, that was swung on early by Carr, and that one will go foul. Line drive down the third base line.
That one almost got a
Yeah,
piece of her twin sister, Abby Carr, down to third base, and
Had to duck for that one.
Coach David Lauk as well.
2-1. That's the count. Here's the pitch. And that one's in the dirt for ball number 3. 3-1.
Mentioned the Carr sisters, Abby and Sophie, going to play softball at St. Xavier up in Chicago, NAIA program. Roncalli sent a couple football players up there in recent years.
Yep.
Jacob Ludeman, Jacob Denny, Dominic Klaus. I think Luke
Dill.
Dill's up there.
Luke Dill's there. This pitch and high and outside, and that will walk in a run. Abby Carr has walked in for ball number 4.
That's run number 13 in the ball game. That's the
13-0.
Danny Gebhardt.
it's the 4th walk issued by the pitcher Hamlin. Here's Gebhardt.
Here comes Gebhardt. Right fielder at the bottom of the lineup. High and outside, ball 1. Swing high, fly ball to left field, and that one is made. That catch is made, and no one will advance. So all runners stay, bases loaded.
That was a big league pop-up to left field. That ball was high in the air, and nice job by Durham, the left fielder, to track that ball in the clouds.
Chloe Parks, top of the order, up to base. She is a home run away from the cycle and is the bottom of the 3rd. So that would be something.
She does have a home run this year.
Chopped right to first base, and the out is made for out number 3.
So in the inning, the Royals get 2 runs, 3 hits. Strand 3, we're through 3. And Roncalli leads this Marion County tournament 13-0. We're back with inning number 4 in 30 seconds on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Marion University won.
Bless you.
Thank you. Achoo.
Bless you.
Thank you.
Pitcher is Caroline Leister for Roncalli. Leister making her third appearance. She's began the game at third base. She has a 1-0 record with a 1.00 ERA in 7 innings, allowed 1 run earned, 3 hits, struck out 7, and walked 2. So Cash is replaced on the circle, in the circle, and in Cash's 3 innings, she gave up 1 hit, no runs, walked a batter, and struck out 3. Cash is in line to be the winning pitcher. It looks like
she's at first.
They're going to move it around.
Yeah.
So Leister is now in the circle. So let's reset the fielding for Roncalli. Cash replaces Leister at third base. That's clear as mud, right?
Yep.
So Tiller in the circle. Cash moves to first. Sophie Carr goes from first to center. And Abby Tiller moves from center to third, which is where Leister began the game. So that's where we stand. We head to the 4th. Roncalli leading 13-0. Here's Ryan back with the call.
Leading off for Brebeuf in the top of the 4th, number 13.
All right. Leading off for the Brebeuf Jesuit Braves, number 13, Sophia Weber, the shortstop. Second in the order. Ready to take her cuts.
Yeah, I think Gebhardt is down at third base.
Okay.
I'm going to correct myself. So Tiller's in right. Tiller moved from center to right, and Gebhardt's at third.
Okay.
And Weber's at the plate.
And pitch down the middle, strike 1.
Now we got it set.
Yep.
Took us a minute to get that sorted out, but I think we got it.
Strike 2. Call strike 2. And a high fastball. Count is 1-2 for the Royals.
So Cash is now at first base, the starting pitcher. She's in line for the win. What will be her second of the season?
And low pitch is called a ball for 2-2 count. And she's out of here. Strike 3. Looking.
Number 3, Alyssa Donaldson.
Next in the lineup, Alyssa Donaldson, the third baseman, up to bat. She struck out in her first at-bat back in the first inning. Leister. And a high fastball for ball number 1.
Donaldson struck out in the first.
And another ball inside. 2-0. Swing and a miss for strike number 1.
That was a good pitch by
That was a
Leister
great
there.
pitch. Blew it right past her. Here it is. And chopped foul out of play for strike number 2. Here's the pitch for Meister. And that one is also chopped foul. Behind the plate. Out of play.
Well, Ryan, we just got a report that at stop 11 in Madison, just to the south and west of us, it is pouring. It is also pouring downtown.
Here's pitch. Oh, high and inside.
But the sun is shining here.
Yeah, sun's shining here.
We move on.
Doesn't even look like it rained, hardly.
We're about an inning and a half away from this game being official and over.
And lined out to left, Curtis slips and falls. And that will be extra bases for Donaldson. Oh, and she is tagged out. What a play by Gebhardt. Great awareness by Gebhardt and Parks right there. And I noticed that she rounded the base, didn't get back on the bag. And she is tagged out.
Wow, what a play.
Base. What a play.
What a play. So that gets scored as a double for Donaldson.
Number 16.
And then she gets picked off. It goes 7-5 to 4 on the pickoff. Left field to third base to second on the out.
That's out number 2. Up to the plate is cleanup batter. Ella Straber, catcher. That one's low. Ball number 1. She grounded out at her first at-bat. Line outside. Ball number 2. Here's the pitch. That one is low. Grounded to the third baseman, or to the catcher, excuse me. Three 3-0. Here's the pitch. Heated that one in there. Strike 1.
That one had a little bit on it.
Yep. Coach Laut calls time. Lightning in the area. Clearing the field.
Well, we have a lightning delay. Well, lightning in the area, that means a 30-minute delay. Well, David Lauk, the head coach of Roncalli, is out of the dugout talking to the umpires. There's lightning in the area. So we are now on delay. And so we will take a break with 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Roncalli leading 13-0. And so we're going to have at least a 20-minute delay, maybe longer. And having a discussion now down on the field. So we'll go ahead and take a break and try and sort this out and maybe have some definitive information for you when we return after this 30-second pause on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Roncalli High School is the Archdiocese. A lightning delay.
it's a little confounding, Ryan, because this field, as we look out the press box looking toward the northeast, the sun is shining and everything is bright, but directly we stepped out of the press box during that break and looked to the south, and it is very dark.
It looks like it is storming, that's for sure. It does not look like what we are seeing on this field.
So we will be in delay for at least a little bit of time. The good news is that there's not a whole lot. There's nothing behind this small cell that's currently just to the south of us. But it's going to be a little bit of a delay. So what we're going to do is we're going to take another break of 30 seconds, and then when we come back, Ryan and I will drift into full-time stall/fill mode. What we're going to talk about, I have no idea. We'll figure something out when we come back in 30 seconds on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
We're so thrilled to have Peyton Manning's name on our children's hospital. But we are a hospital designed for kids.
And then the halfback went in motion and then ran a slant route across the middle. Try to get a linebacker isolated on him. I like this beat. It's nice. Give me some more bass. A little more bass here. These are nice. Wish they had them at the adult hospital next door. They have to make this giraffe green.
That's crazy.
Might be right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag. On two. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Y'all have these in blue?
Well, Rob Brown and Ryan Papadria back with you. We are in delay.
World-class compassionate care
we have a lightning delay. They're clearing, for everyone's safety, they're clearing everyone off the metal bleachers. As you can
that's where they go.
Imagine. There was not I don't think there was a visible strike, but it was close enough to bring things to a halt. So
certainly not from our point of view. There was no visible strike.
Yeah, we're looking
us,
to the northeast. It's nothing but sun from our vantage point, and it's not raining here at all. So it's very odd that the sun is shining, but we're in a lightning delay.
Right.
But that's where we stand at the moment. The only other time I can think of here on this campus in recent memory where something like this has happened, similar. This goes way back, though, Ryan. You go back to, my time starting as the football play-by-play guy back in 2011.
Okay.
There was a scrimmage here, the scrimmage against Franklin.
Yep.
Okay, and that was you guys scrimmaged Franklin, did you not?
Yes, we did.
Okay, yeah. So that started right about in the early 2010s when that scrimmage partner became Franklin, and it was here on a Friday night, and there was a play. Roncalli was running and was on offense, and it was the standard scrimmage setup where you've got, the offense runs X number of plays, and then you switch ends and so forth. And Roncalli just ran kind of a simple. That was back when Bruce Cyphers was still the head coach.
Yeah.
So the toss sweep was in full
Classic.
force. The toss sweep was in full force. So they ran the toss sweep, and Anthony Milto, the cousin of Joey Milto, one of your teammates, he was a big tackle on that offensive line, and he was kind of trailing the play and standing next to the pile. And a Franklin defender dove into his knee and took his knee out. And there was a full what then kicked into was a bench clearing brawl.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Where people were being restrained, and at the time, Roncalli's defensive coordinator was former Roncalli star and Notre Dame great Pat Kuntz.
Yep.
And Pat Kuntz was ready to take on the entire Franklin coaching staff.
I'm sure he could have, too.
And I'm sure he could have. And at just that very moment, our referee that night, Rick Normington, and it was a similar night like tonight, where the sun was out, but there were clouds to the south. Rick Normington claimed that he saw lightning.
Oh.
So he brought things to a halt, and there's no way he saw lightning, but he did that to basically clear the field and cool everybody out.
Wow.
And it worked. But
story I've never heard. Actually,
it
played
was
football 4 years, never heard that
It
story.
was something.
That's crazy.
It was something. It was something. So as we hit the home stretch of this school year, Ryan, let's talk about where your head's at as a senior. 1 week left to go. No finals, right?
No
That's what I heard.
finals.
No
finals. It's awesome.
Sam Brown, class of 17 from Roncalli, has joined us in the press box, and he's more than a little disgusted by that prospect. That was not the case in the spring of 17. Is that right? So 1 week to go. How you feeling?
Feeling good. I mean, I'm going to miss high school for sure. I'm going to miss seeing all my buddies, and it's definitely different going to be in college. But I'm excited, definitely going to Crawfordsville, Wabash next year. So I'm excited to see what that has to hold for me. And I don't know. I'm excited, though.
Now, are there other guys in your class going to Wabash?
Yes, we have.
Lay that out for me.
Yeah, so it's me, Owen Volk, who also played football.
That's right. Okay,
yep,
I knew that.
Sean Sinovic's now going to Wabash.
That's right.
I
saw that recently.
He committed a couple weeks ago, maybe. A couple other random. Anthony Donnie, he was going to play basketball there.
Yep.
From what I've heard.
Yep.
And then Will Bikes, he plays volleyball.
Yep.
He's gonna be a setter there.
Okay.
So
that's 5 guys.
I think that's five
athletes.
I think that's everybody. Yep.
Okay. That's a good crew.
Yeah,
that's a good crew.
That's a big group, especially for Wabash, being such a small school, 900 kids maybe. So
three football players in the group.
Yep.
Yourself and Volk and Sinovic. Okay. Well, that's good stuff. So what's the report time on that?
I think it's like August 7th, maybe August 7th. Not so. I have the whole summer, and I'll just have to report sometime in the middle or sometime in the beginning of August. I believe.
And for those that don't recall, you suffered a knee injury in the semi-state game against Mooresville. So how's that coming along?
So I'll be 100% cleared by that point. I'll be ready to play football. I can basically like start doing a bunch of normal stuff, like anything I would like want to do. I'm basically cleared. But I mean, it's probably just because football season's not too close. So I can run, I can sprint, I can cut side to side.
So you're doing a lot of stuff right now.
Yep, I'm doing a lot of stuff right now, rehabbing and such. So yeah, I'm definitely getting ready and excited for the football season.
Okay.
There next year.
Well, that's good stuff. Now, are there any guys? You got to refresh my memory here. Are there any guys? Any Roncalli guys that are on the roster right now at Wabash?
Joe Mullen.
Joe Mullen, okay.
Class 19.
Yep.
He graduated. He's a senior my sophomore year. He's center, I believe. I think he's still playing center over at Wabash.
Okay.
They had a few guys in that class. Last year, they didn't have any football players that went to Wabash. But my sophomore year, there was a lot that went. Alex Volk, Dylan Lewis.
Yep.
A lot of them went. I know there's more, but I can't. Those are just the ones that come to my mind.
Well, just to jump to mind, I know Sammy Ball went.
Sammy Ball,
he played football, but he went as a baseball guy.
He's playing as a baseball player,
right,
yep.
Right, but he was a football teammate of yours.
Right, and then, so yeah, there's definitely a lot, but a lot of them kind of quit and didn't kind of found other things to pursue while they're at Wabash, focus on school and stuff like that. So right now on the roster, there's just one Roncalli grad.
Well, and there's, you see that, though, in terms of, especially at the D3 level, when both guys and girls, they go to a D3 school to play sports, and it's a huge time commitment.
Oh, yeah.
It's a huge time commitment.
It definitely is.
And there certainly is a fair amount of attrition in that. The group that comes in isn't the same number that plays for 4 years.
Yep.
Because things kind of sort themselves out, but I heard once, and it's ironic because he's here tonight. My friend Jake Weinstein, who's the assistant AD at Brebeuf, I know he's here tonight. He's down at the baseball park watching baseball, and he played. I believe he played on the defensive line at DePaul.
Oh, okay.
And he made the comment to me once that.
Attention fans, we'll take the field at 7:15 to warm up.
We will resume the game at 7:20.
told me once that he advised kids at Brebeuf, especially kids that went to go play D3, that, and I hope this is the case for what you're going to do. He tells kids that make sure you're going to a place where if you got there and all of a sudden sports was taken away or you didn't realize you want to play anymore, you like the school enough that you'd stay.
Right, yeah. Now, I definitely think that went into my consideration, too, as going to Wabash D3 school.
I mean, obviously I've had a history with knee injuries, and so if something like that were to just derail my career and not allow me to play football anymore, I definitely think that it'd be all right, because I do like the school. I think Wabash is a great place to be, and I'm excited about just the school in general.
Well, we got word that they're going to get back on the field here at 7:15 to resume the game at 7:20 is the plan. So we're going to go ahead and take another 60. We're going to take a 60-second break. We'll take a 60-second break, and Ryan and I will come back, and we will continue with Phil Theater here from Roncalli High School when we come back. After the 60-second pause in the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Do life, not laundry. Milto Cleaners.
Book the care you need when and where you need it. No matter where you are or what you're up to. Whether you're a new patient or if you've been here before. Just pick the appointment that works for you. Schedule online anytime at stvincentcare.com.
We're really only about an inning and change away from this being an official game.
Yep.
It's a 10-run rule is in play right now, and if that holds up, then we'd have one more out in the top of the fourth. Roncalli would bat in the bottom of the fourth, and then Brebeuf would be batting in the top of the fifth, and that would close the game out. So we anticipate that things would move fairly quickly once we resume at 7:20 for this Marion County softball tournament. Roncalli will play presumably Decatur Central tomorrow morning in the second round. A win against Decatur would likely set up a game with Franklin Central in the semifinal. Those games are set for 10 o'clock and 2, I believe, tomorrow. And then the baseball team, they are in delay as well, just down the drive from us. They're scheduled to get going at about 7:45 against Brebeuf. The difference is just down the drive at La Pinta Field on the baseball complex, there are lights, so they can go late into the night, whatever they need to do to get that done. And looking at the radar, Ryan, there's no reason to think that after this little cell moves out that they'll be clear sailing the rest of the way.
Yeah,
and
we should be great. We should be fine.
Baseball
after
will
this.
have no problem getting things in tonight for baseball. So baseball, if they're able to get by Brebeuf tonight, they would play either Speedway or Park Tudor here on campus tomorrow at 10. And then if they win that game, they'd play one of 4 schools, either Southport, North Central. I think Franklin Central maybe is in that group as well. But as we talked about earlier, the presumption is that you would have, if everything gets played as scheduled tonight and tomorrow, by the end of the afternoon tomorrow, you would have 2 teams left in softball and 2 teams left in baseball to play for the county tournament. Baseball team last winning the county tournament in 2018. That softball team, that was also their last win of the county tournament as well. The baseball team beat Perry Marina. I recall we did the game. when the baseball team beat Perry Meridian at Victory Field in the county
I remember
tournament.
that one. I was there. I remember that one.
The thing that comes to mind about that game is I remember that Nick Schnell was a senior.
I remember this.
You remember this? Nick Schnell was a senior and came up in the bottom of the first inning, and left-handed hitter at Victory Field. And I remember as he is announced, he comes out of the dugout, comes off the on-deck circle, and comes to the plate. And as he's announced, the shortstop turns his back to the home plate and runs to the outfield. And I'm thinking, what is he doing? And then I realized they're playing with 4 outfielders. And Schnell proceeds to hit the ball off the end of the bat. He takes an outside pitch and hits it over the shortstop head. Now, at Victory Field in downtown Indianapolis, left center field is the deepest part of the ballpark.
Right.
It's like 420 out to the left center field. It one-hops the fence, and by the time they get it back in the infield, he's standing on third base with a triple.
Yep. He got intentionally walked, I think, every pitch after that, if I remember correctly.
They intentionally walked him the next 3 times he came to the plate. Yeah, he was some kind of player in high school to watch. And then his final game as a high school player, Roncalli lost in the regional to Cathedral. He came to the plate. It was the bottom of the 7th inning, and he came to the plate. The bases were loaded, and Roncalli was down 4 runs. They walked him. They walked a run. They intentionally walked him and forced a run in. Made it a 6-3 game, and brought the winning run to the plate. And the next batter made an out, and that ended the game.
Yeah.
It was something to watch Nick Schnell play baseball. And we wish him luck again with the Charleston River Dogs down in Charleston, South Carolina, playing low A in his minor league exploits in that Tampa Rays system. We're expected a couple minutes away from the resumption of this game. Both teams are out on the field warming back up. We expect to get back going here at 7:20. So we're going to take another 60-second break. And when we come back, we'll take you up to the restart of this game in the top of the 4th with 2 outs. We'll step out for 60 seconds and come right back. It's Roncalli Softball and the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Marian University wants to know.
We're so thrilled to have Peyton Manning's name on our children's hospital.
Our students are made of character and faith.
We are a
our students
hospital
are
designed for
service-minded and want to make a
kids.
difference
And
in
then
the
the
world.
halfback
Our
went in
students
motion
possess the
and
skills
then ran
and
a
intellect
slant route
required of
across the
leaders.
middle.
Come to Marian
Trying to get
University, Indy's premier
linebacker
Catholic
isolated
University, and let us help you find out what you're
like
made
this
of.
beat.
You can apply for free
Nice.
today at marian.edu.
Reach more base. A little more base here. These are nice. Wish they had them at the adult hospital next door. They haven't make this giraffe green.
That's crazy.
Might be right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag. On two. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Y'all have these in blue? Can you hear this?
There's only one Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, offering world-class compassionate care for your child. Schedule primary ER or specialist care online.
Thanks, Peyton. We've got this.
Oh.
Diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like. Learn more at orthoindy.com/sportsmedicine.
Rob Brown, Ryan Papandrea, back with you. Cast of thousands up here in the press box as we await the restart of this game. We're in the lightning delay, but we anticipate that we're at the back end of this. There's a 7:20 restart announcement, and we expect to get going here in a minute. And when we do resume, and both teams being called to the dugout, so I think we're about ready to get back going here. When we resume, Brebeuf will be at the plate with a 3-1 count and 2 outs here in the top of the 4th. Roncalli leads 13-0. And it looks like both teams are just about set to get back to it. We appreciate you hanging with us. And apparently, Ryan, with this, we were a little late getting started. And we had a 20-minute lightning delay. Apparently, that was all that our PA announcer, Gerard Strebe, could take. He has called for the check and left the premises.
He is gone.
And our good friend John Currens has stepped in to handle things. At this point, I would like to point out that there are others of us that have dinner plans tonight that have stuck with this broadcast. And because we're professionals and we hang with them. Just how we do it. Just how we do it. So both teams huddled in front of the dugout. Ella Straber will be at the plate, the cleanup hitter, the catcher for Brebeuf. And the Royals are retaking the field. Leister's back in the circle. She began this inning. Let's probably be helpful, Ryan. Let's go back through and just reset the defensive alignment for Roncalli as that changed prior to the start of this inning with the pitching change. So Leister's the new pitcher. She began the game at third base, so she moves from third to the circle. Kaylin Cash, the starting pitcher, has now moved over to first base. Sophie Carr, who began the game at first, is now out in center field. Abby Tiller, who was in center field, is now in right. And the right fielder, Danny Gebhardt, is now at third base. So, again, clear as mud. Ella Straber is stepping back into the batter's box with a 3-1 count. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth. Roncalli leading 13-0. And back with the call. Here's Ryan.
All right. You're all set to go. The 3-1 count for Ella Straber. Leister, the pitch. Swing and a miss for strike number 2. Full count. Looks to her third base coach for instruction. Here's the pitch. And it's swing and a miss to end the inning. Doesn't feel like it ended the inning as we just came back, but that'll do it for the top of the fourth.
Well, in the inning, what turned out to be a long inning with the delay, but in the inning, Brebeuf gets a hit. The runner's picked off on the back end of that double. We're through 3.5. Roncalli leads 13-0, back with the bottom of the fourth, and probably the last at-bats of the night for the Royals when we return on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Steve's Flowers and Gifts is your family-owned Indian.
With you, we head to the bottom of the fourth. Roncalli leading 13-0. Looks like more changes? No. Abby Tiller is leading off, number 2 hitter. Roncalli leading 13-0, presumably the last bats of the night for the Royals, as the 10-run rule definitely in force at this point. And here with the call is Ryan.
Tiller, Cash, and Abby Carr will start this inning up to bat. Tiller now moved to right field in on the defensive side.
Leading off for your Royals.
She is leading off.
Abby Tiller.
Outcast walk-up music is playing.
That's number 1 on the list tonight.
Yep, number 1.
Outcast walk-up music. That's my favorite of the night. Can't go wrong with Outcast. So do we have defensive changes for Brebeuf? I don't think so. The manager was out to talk to the home plate umpire.
Nope, you look good.
I think everything looks good, in order. Tiller's up.
Tiller up to the plate.
2-run home run in the first.
And a high pitch will be taken by Tiller, 1-0. Hamblin, the pitch. And it is fouled high. Out of play for a foul ball.
Well, you don't have here, Ryan, what you have down the drive at LaPinta Field in terms of the mound behind the right field fence, but we do have a small student section down there standing on the bleachers in the right field corner. About a half a dozen students down there.
And swung and lined straight to the shortstop for out number 1. Cash is up to bat for the Royals. She is 2 for 2 and hit by pitch. Fouled down the third base line.
Well, the baseball game just got underway down the drive from us. Just got word from Eric Ball, the official scorer, that they've gotten the baseball game going.
And low and inside for ball number 1. Oh, strike number 2. Yeah, I called that a strike.
Catching
low
the inside corner.
Yep.
Kaylin Cash going to play in Philadelphia at St. Joseph's University next year.
Another inside pitch fouled.
St. Joseph's Hawks. The Hawk never dies. That's the slogan.
Hawk
there.
Never dies.
Yeah, if you've ever watched
like
a St. Joseph's basketball game, Ryan, the St. Joseph's mascot, the Hawk mascot, is mandated to flap the arms the entire game.
Oh my God.
So you can imagine how jacked the delts are.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
That mascot.
What conference are they in?
A10.
A10. All right.
Yeah, the one that Butler used to be in.
High and outside.
Yep.
Ball 1, 1 and 2.
Yeah, I think the mascot does get a break at halftime, but for
that's
once
good,
once the half starts, including timeouts, it's wing flap time for an hour.
Got to be conditioned for that.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think you got to work up to that. You can't just drop in.
Dropped it, but not to the strike zone. Ball number 2. 2 and 2. That's the count. Hamblin looks at her wristband. And here's the pitch. Swung on and popped high. Shortstop calls for it, and it is caught for out number 2.
Shortstop over there, Weber's made a couple of nice plays tonight.
Yep. Should have ranged for that one a little bit. That was a moon ball, though. Here is Abby Carr, shortstop. She is 2 for 2 and a walk in the game.
Tied for the team lead in doubles. Got one.
Got a double.
Second at bat in the first inning.
Low pitch taken. 1-0.
There's more than a few dogs milling around here.
Yeah,
I just
heard a
dog.
But I thought I heard a dog barking.
Well, there's one barking, right now behind the plate. But yeah, there are a few dogs roaming around on a leash, of course, during the lightning delay.
Just nicked the top of the strike zone for strike 1, taken. 1-1. High and outside, ball 2. Notice the chants from the Roncalli dugouts this whole game.
Been very active.
Yeah, very energetic and active.
Very active in the dugout today.
And the pitch. And that is ball number 3. Little high.
3-1 count.
scrambling. And that's outside for ball number 4. She trots on to first base. The catcher, Gracie Hollock, up to bat. Oh, it looks like they... Yep, Gracie Hollock. She is 2 for 2 also with a walk, 2 singles. Here's the pitch. Low, and ball number 1. Carr is threatening to steal out there, keeping the catcher on her toes. Hamill with the pitch. And it is high, 2-0.
That dugout is lively tonight.
That is lively.
It's like the club down there.
Yep. Here's the pitch. Oh, swing and a miss. A little late behind that one.
Yeah, she knew she missed one there.
Yeah.
That was right in the wheelhouse.
High for 3-1. Hamblin checks her wristband. And the pitch. Foul tipped. Back off the back cage, and there's a full count. 3-2.
Just got a piece of that one.
Yep. Gracie Hollock committed to play at Midway University.
NAIA
next
school,
year,
I believe,
NAIA.
yep, in Kentucky.
And the pitch is high. It's a walk. Abby Carr goes anyway. Caroline Leister, pitcher, is now up to bat.
And David Lauk out of the dugout, sending Lauren Marsacek, the courtesy runner, down to first base.
Leister's 0 for 2 with an error, reaching base on error at her first at-bat. Runners on first and second. Here's the pitch. And that one rolls down to the back cage, but the runners will stay for ball number 1. Foul back. 1-1 is the count.
Presumably Leister will be on to pitch in the top of the 5th when the Braves have their last at-bats.
2 outs for the Royals. And the pitch. Line inside for ball number 2. 2-1. Swing and popped high. And it drops right in between the second baseman and the right fielder. Right in between them. And that will,
Yeah, I don't think they can locate the softball there.
Kate Curtis bases loaded for her at bat.
Whoop single for Leister, her first hit of the night.
Up to bat now, number 17, Kate Curtis.
Number 17, left fielder Kate Curtis up to bat. She is 1 for 2. They single in the At her third at-bat. Here's the pitch. And that one, wild pitch outside. But everyone stays.
Ryan, can we talk about what a great job Trevor Lauk has done with the music
He's
tonight?
been doing a spectacular job. And
he's like DJ Pauly D over there.
Yep. I'm not sure if I wouldn't expect this from Trevor, but he's been doing a great job for sure. That one's high, 2-0. And it looks like the manager for Brebeuf is heading to the pitcher circle.
Yeah, Brian Hamlin coming out to talk to his pitcher, who's also his daughter. First visit this inning, so he doesn't have to make a change. And there's no way he's going to make a change with 1 out to go in the inning. At least you wouldn't think. I think he's coming out more than anything to lighten the mood a little bit. Whatever he said got everybody to laugh around the circle.
Curtis steps back in. 2-0 is the count. And the windup. Or strike number 1.
Yeah, Hamlin's had a hard time finding the strike zone in this consistently in this inning. She needed that pitch to get back in there.
Bases loaded, 2-1. And that one's high, 3-1. The threat of walking in a base runner for a run.
She's walked 2 here in the inning.
2 in a row, last 2.
Yep, 5 in the game.
And there's another one. Ball 4. She walks in Abby Carr. Now giving Sophie Carr bases loaded. With 2 outs, top of the 4th.
Sophie Carr.
Or bottom of the 4th, excuse me.
Yeah, the Sophie Carr Chili Peppers walk-up song was number 3, but I've bumped that for Grills by Paul Wall.
Yep.
That has bumped the Chili's out of the top 3.
Chops at it, deep center field, and that catch is made for out number 3 in the inning.
That ends the inning. Roncalli gets an additional run to move the lead to 14-0. In the inning, the Royals get a hit, strand 3. We head to last roundup time for the Braves, top of the 5th, around the corner on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
Hi, folks. It's Ben Stallings from Beck Service Center. As longtime supporters of Roncalli High School, we are proud to back the Rebel Athletic.
Leading 14-0 in this top of the 5th. Maya Davis due up to lead off this top of the 5th. We had a 20-minute lightning delay. We were about 20 minutes late getting started due to the rain that moved through in the 4 o'clock hour. So running a little bit behind, but we've got enough daylight here to get this top of the 5th inning and make this one official. Davis hits from the left side. She has the only hit of the day. It's a solid base hit to right to lead off the 2nd. Actually, I take that back. The 2nd hit. There was a double in the 4th, and that runner was picked off, overrunning the base. Rolled on the ground. Davis has another hit. She goes the opposite way off the end of the bat into left field. And Davis is aboard with a leadoff hit.
Number 11.
So here's Emma Hamlin, the pitcher.
Hamlin.
She grounded into a double play. Her first time up. Roncalli has never, I should say Brebeuf Jesuit has never beaten Roncalli. Roncalli 6-0 all time against the Braves. Pitch, swing and a miss. She was behind on that one. Leister laid one in at the letters. Oh, it should be 14 on the scoreboard, yeah. 14-0 on the scoreboard. That was a ball 1-1 count. Our guy John Curran's called in from the bullpen during that lightning delay to handle things. On the PA and scoreboard side, fouled out of play over the dugout, first base side. John Curran's was just here minding his business, watching a little softball, and all of a sudden they put him to work. And I hope he gets a cut of the action. This stuff doesn't come for free. Swing and a miss. And Hamlin has gone on strikes. Third strikeout for Leister. Leister struck out 3 of the 5 batters she's faced.
Batting now, Lily.
Here's Lily Jin. She struck out to end the second.
Nice pitch.
I take that back. That's a different batter. That is number 5.
Kaylee Verkus.
That is number 5, Kaylee Verkus, the freshman who is in hitting for Jin. And that hit her in the elbow. So Verkus is aboard. Verkus is also now playing right field, I should add. So Verkus is aboard via the hit by pitch. So that moves Davis over to second base and brings number 8, a pinch hitter, Anna Sanborn, to the plate to hit for Durham.
Up now, number 8, Anna Sanborn.
Sanborn, the junior, she is yet to have an official at-bat this season. Sanborn hitting with the mask on. You don't see a lot of that. But I would point out that Roncalli alumna Lauren Fay is in the running for Big East Softball Player of the Year, and she's played every inning of softball this year with a mask on. That pitch swung and missed. That was a lot of heat on that one. 1-2. Pitch. Leister took something off that one. Missed the zone, and it's 2-2. 1 out, 2 on, top of the 5th. Roncalli trying to close this one out, leading 14-0. 10-run rule in play. We're 2 outs away. Off-speed pitch dropped in. Ooh, that looked like a...
Yeah.
Ooh, that just missed. I thought that was going to be called a strike. I thought they were going to ring her up. But instead, it's ball 3, and the count is full. Pitch. That one's right down the heart, taken for a strike. Strikeout, second one of the inning. Now with 2 outs, Sophia Mohan, number 38, stands in. She's 0 for 1 with a strikeout in the 3rd.
Up now, Sophia Mohan.
So Roncalli 1 out away from notching win number 17. Ball fouled back. Again, following the conclusion of this half inning, we'll take a 2-minute break. At the conclusion of this half inning, we'll take a 2-minute break, and we'll have a expedited Steve's Flowers and Gifts postgame show. Just got word that speaking of Butler softball, the Butler-Creighton softball series to close out the weekend in Omaha, as Mahan rolls that down the line. Long throw across for the out, and that'll do it. 3rd to 1st for the out, and the Braves are retired in this top of the 5th They get a hit, strand 2, and Roncalli's got its 17th win of the season, advancing to the second round of the Marion County Tournament with a 14-0 5-inning win over Brebeuf Jesuit. We'll step out for 2 minutes, come back. Ryan and I'll have the postgame show up next on the Ascension St. Vincent Roncalli Media Network.
We're so thrilled to have Peyton Manning's name on our children's hospital. But we are a hospital designed for kids.
And then the halfback went in motion and then ran a slant route across the middle. Try to get a linebacker isolated on him. I like this beat. It's nice. Give me some more bass. A little more bass here. These are nice. Wish they had them at the adult hospital next door. I think I'm gonna make this giraffe green.
That's crazy.
Might be right. Let's go red right, scat right, 585, wide drag. On two. Ready? Break. Nice ride. Y'all have these in blue? Can you hear this?
There's only one Peyton Manning Children's Hospital, offering world-class compassionate care for your child. Schedule primary, ER, or specialist care online.
Thanks, Peyton. We've got this.
Oh, okay. That's where they go.
Every day, we go farther, try harder, and do things others think are impossible. But for people who are passionate about what they do, it's normal. At Ortho Indy, we make sure of it. As the largest sports medicine group in Indiana and the official orthopedic provider for the Pacers, our specialists work to treat your injury from diagnosis to recovery and get you back in the game, because you were built to perform. Ortho Indy Sports Medicine, helping you get normal back, whatever your normal looks like.
Over Brebeuf Jesuit in the first round of the Marion County Tournament. Senior night festivities about to take place on the field. We'll quickly recap this game for you. Roncalli getting 11 runs on 8 hits in the first inning. That was all they needed to trigger the 10-run rule and kind of set that up. The big hits in the inning, 2 extra base hits in the inning for Chloe Parks. She had a double and a triple. Abby Tiller with a home run into the left center field gap. That was the other big hit of the inning. In the third, Roncalli added 2 more on a bases-loaded walk by Sophie Carr and a base hit by Kate Curtis. Those each drove in a run. Roncalli got an additional run when Abby Carr was walked in with the bases loaded in the fourth. That made it 14-0. That was all that Roncalli needed to post this win tonight. And Ryan, there's a couple different places we could go with our player of the game. Certainly Chloe Parks, who was 3 for 4 and was a homer away from the cycle. That was a possibility. But with all 9 seniors getting starts tonight and a couple of those seniors getting rare starts tonight, we'll go with Abby Tiller, who got her first career home run in that first inning.
It was a great 2-run shot to start the scoring in the game, and she had a great game overall. Ran the bases well and played well on the field, so she is our Ortho Indy player of the game.
And she fooled us both, because when that came off the bat, it looked like a double that would one-hop the wall, and it just kept carrying, got over the fence. So Abby Tiller, the senior, she is tonight's Ortho Indy star of the game.
At Ortho Indy, their mission is to provide the highest quality, comprehensive bone, joint, spine, and muscle care to patients throughout the Midwest, the United States, and around the world. From diagnosis through recovery, their team is ready to get you back in action. Choose Ortho Indy to be your official orthopedic provider.
Well, we update the records. Brebeuf drops to 2-7. They'll next be in action on Monday night against North Central at home. Meanwhile, Roncalli will be back at it in the second round of the county tournament tomorrow at 10 a.m. at Ben Davis. They'll take on the winner of Decatur Central and Lawrence North. And at last report, they were tied at 3 in the fourth inning. So Roncalli will face the winner of that game tomorrow in round 2. And if they get past that game, they would play later in the afternoon against likely Franklin Central in the semifinal round. Again, all that taking place tomorrow. One other broadcast note, we'll be back with you our next broadcast. If there is a girls Marion County tournament final that involves Roncalli, we'll have that on Monday. But we know for sure we'll have the baseball game on Tuesday night, the home game against Guerin Catholic. It's a 5:30 start. You can watch it on the Roncalli Media Network and the Roncalli YouTube channel. Ryan, some final thoughts on tonight's game. Roncalli handled things easily with that big first inning.
Right, yep. Great first inning, 11 runs. That's all we needed to close the game out in 5, and great game to start the Marion County tournament for sure.
Well, and I'm glad that you were alongside. Glad that we could get you on air one more time here before you head off to Crawfordsville and bigger and better things. So I want this to be the official, congratulations. I really have enjoyed having you alongside this year. Glad you raised your hand and jumped into the pool. And it's been a real pleasure, and we wish you all the luck going forward.
Appreciate it. Thank you very much for the opportunity. Had a great time doing it also. Thank you very much.
We hope you've enjoyed tonight's game as much as we've enjoyed bringing it to you. Tonight's crew doing a great job fighting through all sorts of issues to bring you tonight's game. Our director, Ashley Geyer. On the graphics, Lauren Boone doing a great job as per usual. Daniel O'Connor and Ezekiel Fox on the cameras. Nathan Lyle, our production assistant, and Justin Brown supervising it all. Tonight's game has been a production of the Roncalli Media Network. The executive producer is Gary Armbruster. For my partner, Ryan Papandrea, I'm Rob Brown. Again, our final today from Roncalli as the Royals defeat Brebeuf Jesuit in the opening round of the county tournament by the score of 14-0. Till we talk to you next time, on behalf of our entire Roncalli Media Network crew, it's been Rob Brown saying so long, everybody.